YoungBoy never broke again. YoungBoy NBA. He has released a project called Top. It is 21 songs long, 58 minutes, 59 minutes long. We've seen trap albums that are longer. We've seen trap albums that are shorter. We've seen trap albums with artists who are more lyrically capable and artists who are less lyrically capable. YoungBoy NBA, I've never super liked that much as an artist. He's one of those artists like releases multiple things a year. Just this past year, we've seen Still Flex and Still Steppin' and 38 Baby 2. So he's one of those like 3 albums a year kind of artists. So you could say he has like, oh, he's making music a lot, but you listen to these type of music, you listen to these genres, and it's just very repetitive. This is not very different. That being said, it's playing on some of the newer styles of trap music that have taken place in 2020. It would be nicer if like not everyone was copying the same motifs. Because like this kind of sounds like a Gunna album. This kind of sounds like Pop Smoke. This kind of sounds like, oh no, these are all the albums that came out this year. That's only saving face production wise, that they sounded different. So it's like trap's doing the thing all over again.
Yep, where someone does it first at the beginning of the year, which we had about 3 or 4 albums that started to do that at the beginning of the year, and now everybody's copying it basically.
Yeah.
And on the scale of 1 to Future, how much can I not understand this? This is like crushes the Future charts of I have no idea what he's saying throughout the album.
Yeah. So pros and cons with YoungBoy NBA's style. Pros, it's like rap. It's just
it's actual rap.
There's not a lot of ad libs. When you can make sense of it, these are like he's not like recycling a ton of words, not many as you would in like trap. Like he's telling stories. The songs are a little bit different. It's trap in nature, but I would actually even compare him to 21 Savage as far as like the breadth of topics that his music can cover, which is like you can't say many for most trap artists because most trap artists like you make the same 5 songs about like trap, dope, sex, a combination of said 3, and then maybe some like fun pop hit. But you just keep doing those 5, and then you release 3 albums worth of that a year with like 20 songs each, and you call that a career. YoungBoy NBA's definitely got better like lyricism than fucking I'd say not as good as Lil Uzi Vert, but definitely better than who's the Minnesota guy?
Lil Yachty?
Yeah, Lil Yachty. Like a lot of these
He's better than Lil It is better than Lil Boat too, but that's not saying much.
Yeah, we're damning with faint praise here. So as we go into the songs, there's not
the one with Lil Wayne's pretty ass, to be honest. I was like listening to it. Drug Addiction's okay, Crosso's okay. Last Backyard I did not like because he does this really high pitched voice thing, and I fucking hate the high pitched trap thing. It's just awful no matter who does it.
The first song I like
Playboy Cardi's one on Drake is still the worst song of this year, but this was getting close to it. And then when I get to Lil Wayne, I was like, this is bad.
Right before that, there's a song called Right Foot Creep that almost does like a Lil Uzi Vert production style type thing where the drums are very like future-y, not future as in like the artist, but they're like future inspired, like almost techno, retro new kind of vibes.
That's the one thing I will give him praise for. I'm going to give him props for the production because the production wasn't boring at all. To me, it's just I don't like mumble rappers. I never have really, except Tom York, the original mumble rapper, because it distracts me from it because I'm trying to literally listen to what you're saying, and I have to put up a whole lyric sheet to do it. Like, oh wow, like this is actually really deep, some of these songs. But if you make it a little bit more hearable than audible, then it's better.
And it's all for having like styles and flows. You mentioned 21 Savage. He's got like sort of a monotone mumbling thing.
Well, I can understand him when he says we used to cut Magnanimous before we made them Drakes.
And he's gotten better at making himself understandable. His earlier stuff's a little bit harder, and so
like Savage Mode stuff, like the earlier stuff is hard. Yeah,
you can't give YoungBoy NBA that same sort of slack because like if you're making 3 albums a year, then like you have enough time to be able to practice and get
it's 21 fucking songs.
The songs are short, and it comes in under an hour, and so it's still shorter than 1975's album this year.
Oh but, like,
it definitely overstays its welcome.
Exactly. I like trap out with that warning where it's shorter in length, but where I say the amount of songs are short. There's less songs, but the songs are longer. But the runtime is about the same or a little bit less. But the songs are a little bit better in that regard because when it's just 2 minutes stuff here or there, which we've been seeing for the past year and a half, because they're trying to do charting stuff, they're trying to get more money and all of this, which we've said ad nauseum here. It just gets overwhelming by the end because I'm like, which song was what? It gets to that point for me.
Yeah.
There's like the beginning isn't bad. I'll give him that. And the production throughout it gives me some hope, because the only problem is that there is better production in trap this year in general. He's even like some of the songs on Drake's album this year is like Has Landed and stuff. I'm like, okay, that's like okay. Or D4L, those songs are okay, and it's getting a little bit better. But I don't want more people just to copy and paste Gunna. I don't want people to just keep doing it over and over again, so then it's going to be the new trap snare stuff.
Yes.
So
2 songs I want to mention before we kind of wrap up the review. Dead Trolls is kind of in the middle, and I didn't understand the lyrics enough to like really dissect it and see if it was about 6ix9ine. But like the troll aesthetic is very much like 6ix9ine. He even does like the ha thing in the middle, and that part of the album along with like that and Murder Business kind of plays with this almost 6ix9ine nature of being sort of like crass and uncouth in the song, but in a way that's a lot more like easy to deal with and tolerable, and doesn't take away from every other aspect of YoungBoy NBA's kind of small but still relatively available palette of talent. Those are really good. The last song, Callin' with Snoop Dogg, was a very interesting thing for me to hear, because it was like, okay, first of all, Snoop Dogg is rapping on something that is closer to he's almost in his 3rd generation of rap, which is kind of crazy to think about.
Yeah.
But he's rapping on something that's definitely more contemporary. A lot of times when he's brought on as an artist, he is, even in trap songs, the beat is changed a little bit to match that sort of like older school flow that Snoop Dogg has. But Snoop Dogg, credit to him, even for like an uncle rapper, has been able to update his flow so it doesn't sound like he's rapping over doom beats. Like he can adjust the way he's rapping and the cadence to it so it matches like newer music.
He was good on Hollywood with Gorillaz a few years ago, and some other stuff I've heard him through. He's one of the very few uncle rappers that has an uncle rappy.
Yeah, he figured out how to adjust his sound. And
he almost blew up Eldorado Golf Club, so never forget that.
Never forget, man. This is the number of incidents in Long Beach he's had alone. He should be allowed. Make him mayor, whatever.
I'm down.
So that's the album, YoungBoy NBA. He's going to be very, very, very hyped, and I can see some potential here, but he's on that same track of a lot of trap artists where the people around him or whoever's management or himself are just like, hey, just make 60 songs a year, put out 3 albums a year, and you'll just make money. And like, yeah, you will, but is it musically good? Absolutely not. Arbitrary scale this week. Number of albums you would have to be handing out on the street, like Tekashi 6ix9ine.
What is good? What is bad? What is good? What is bad?
If you have to hand out more albums to compensate for the fact that your albums aren't selling very well, that's worse. So let's go by like stacks of boxes. Like say you got like each box has about 100 CDs in it.
Yeah, that's solid.
Yeah, so I'd say you got you're in the back lot of one of those Burger Kings that's also a laundromat. And so you're in the parking lot of that, and you're passing out your CDs. You got 2 boxes, so you made it through 3 boxes. But you're still like, hey man, check out my CD. Follow me on Instagram. Check me out. Like, come on, man. Have you heard this new shit? You're gonna like it. Check out, I got this girl on here. It's gonna be great. Like you're just hustling, dog.
This is 3 boxes plus putting your Instagram tag on your car.
Putting your Instagram tag in your car, like on the rims, so it spins around. I've seen that once. Someone had like a gold bar thing that was like @ray.money, something like that. You know, because if I had a lot of money, I would definitely put my Instagram tag on my car, like spinners.
I don't want you to do any more editing, so I'm going to refrain from saying things.
Thank you, Jesus.